In the latest update for GTA Online, we saw many new things, many new cars, many new tuning parts for existing cars, and we also saw some new wheels. Finally, we have been using, well, struggling for people in online, struggling with the existing wheels which always look terrible, or having to resort to mods to get some cool wheels, especially off-road wheels inside of GTA 5. However, our prayers have been answered and Rockstar have released a bunch of off-road wheels for GTA 5 that give a much better tyre pattern to what we had before and some much cooler designs, which means in this video I am going to be picking a bunch of random vehicles and we're going to see how they look with the off-road wheels in an off-road style. And I thought we'd actually start off with an off-road vehicle. This was actually completely randomly spawned by going into Menus Mod, Vehicle Options, Spawner, and Random Vehicle. This is literally the thing that was picked at random as soon as I jumped into the game. So let's go to Menus Mod, Vehicle Options, Menus, Customs, and Wheels. Now, before, when you had the custom off-road wheels for GTA 5, they had tyres that looked like this. In fact, I have a mod here. If we go to off-road and go to chrome wheels, all of these wheels down the bottom here, these are from the Law Friendly Wheels pack, and these use the existing style of off-road tyre that Rockstar had given us before. As you can see, it wasn't really the best. This was sort of a custom look which sort of improved on it, but wasn't really what we wanted. People weren't really a fan. Well, now, Rockstar has completely got rid of those tyres, and they have given us these, which look so much better. And they haven't just added it to the new wheels, they've put it on all of the existing wheels as well. So all of these wheels that we had before now have the much improved off-road tyres. This is a huge update. It's such a small little thing, but it's greatly appreciated because the off-road wheels were always lacking. So now we have all of the standard ones with a much better tyre. But we do now have things such as the Retro Steely right here. A nice banded Steely right here. And if we go to chrome wheels, we actually have a few more options. We have the Heavy Duty Steely. We have the Concave Steely. Lots of really cool steel wheels. Again, this is something I'd like to see. I don't know if Rockstar is going to add this. We might have to get some mod makers on this, but I'd like to see these with standard wheels. Now, there is actually the street wheel setups. There's actually a whole new category that Rockstar have added along with this that I'm going to be checking out soon, but I haven't checked them out yet, and they might have put those in with that one. So if they have, that would be amazing. But for now, if they haven't done that, I'd like to see a mod of that at least. But we do have the police issue Steely, we have the lightweight Steely, which instead of having the small round holes, we have some elongated holes. We then have the Duke's wheels added as off-road versions. We have the Avalanche, a nice 5-spoke wheel, nice deep dish. We have the Mountain Man, another 5-spoke. This one looks very cool. I love this one. We have the Ridge Climber. Again, lots of 5-spoke options. I guess that's a popular sort of setup for off-road wheels that are sort of like sporty, racy type ones. We have the Concave 5. Again, another 5-spoke. Not too big on that one, I'll be honest. Not my favourite design. Oh, we do actually have a 6-spoke. We have the Flat 6. Again, these are sort of like taken from the tuner wheel section. Very cool to see. We have the All-Terrain Monsters. We have the Drag SPL, which sort of look like old sort of Weller Steelies. We have the Concave Rally Master and the Rugged Snowflake, which looks so cool. I love this one. That looks so mad. Perhaps not on this car, but we'll definitely use that on a build in this video. So I think for this particular build, since this is some sort of like Dubster 6x6, this is the sort of thing you'd see in some sort of like Saudi garage or something, or Dubai or something. I think it might actually have to be the wheels that I wouldn't personally go for, but I think they would suit the car, or this car, and especially the sort of customer that would buy this sort of car. So I'm going to go for the Concave 5, and oh, we could actually make those all black as well. I do think that matches quite nicely. Then, for a quick build on this one, let's go the full works and the black rear guard. Let's just go for an all black look, including the black grille and the black roof and spotlights. And I kind of want to make this chrome because I just feel like that is the sort of style that you would, I'm sure that this is definitely a build that someone would have somewhere, especially in the Middle East. I think like Middle East oil baron look, I think we're going for here. We don't normally do chrome in builds either. But I'll add to this and I'll be a bit silly and I'll make it chrome, but dirty. So there we are, chrome wrap, but he still uses it. He still takes it out in the desert, still takes it out in the mud, and there is our first build done. Now this is already a 4-wheel drive, or 6-wheel drive, all-terrain style vehicle, or supposedly. I want to see what it looks like to take cars that shouldn't really suit these wheels and to make them off-road. And to do this, I'm going to let fate decide. So I'm going to go to vehicle spawner, random vehicle, and... oh my god, I don't think this one actually has mod kits on it. Let's just have a quick check. It doesn't have mod kits, and it has crashed the game. Yeah, that's happened. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? This time I'm not going to try mod... shh.
Can I, like, get a tandem?
Shush, Jonah Hill. Okay, and probably not go for bikes, because actually they don't work. And I'll prove this to you as we slowly go down the hill here. If we just go to off-road, it just changes. Oh, it doesn't. Did that change the tire on the back wheel? I don't think it did, actually. No, it didn't. That's still a back wheel. Yeah, it only changes the front wheel. And to be fair, that actually looks kind of cool. I was gonna start saying that this is gonna be terrible, but actually, okay, so some of those don't really work, but these steel wheel ones, that's kind of cool. Do you know, that's so funny that I showed you this to say, look, this isn't gonna work, and then it worked. Oh, well. But it does only add it to the front wheel, sadly. It doesn't add it to the rear wheel. In that case, let's do a moped build. We haven't done one of these in a while, or ever. Let's go for some secondary colour mudguards. A carry rack. What have we got here? Ooh, a dirty stop-out rack. How about that? And secondary colour covers on the rear. What have we got here? A bunch of different crash bars. Ooh, yes. Yes. Actually, that's probably a bit too much. There you go. A crash bar with mirrors. A huge load of lights. Vintage leather seat. Big windshield. Vintage sissy bar, whatever that is. Some antennas on the rear. And let's just make this sort of like an army colour. Matte. Dark earth or olive drab down the bottom here, and then on secondary color we go for matte and I don't know, desert tan. Ooh, that is cool. Okay, desert tan with a little green detail underneath. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And with all these, we're actually going to make it fully dirty, and there we go. There is our full dirty off-roader moped with off-road front wheels, even though the rear wheels are still the same, sadly. Do you know what? That actually came out much better than expected, considering I was going to start off by saying that these don't work for bikes. But let's carry on with that. Let's get a random vehicle. Oh, and that was painful. But we do have a wonderful candidate here, the Sultan RS. Now, we could do a full build for this because there are so many things to add to this car. This is a highly tunable car, but I may as well just add everything. So I've changed all the interior, stripped it out, rally cages and everything else. Go for the Sultan RS strip on the top. We do actually have a blue flip to this. We'll get rid of that in a second, of course. So I've gone for pretty much everything. I've just gone for the sort of like racy bumpers, big spoiler, big exhaust, hood vent, roof vent, rally lights, everything. And then we go to off-road, and I'm thinking, ooh, okay, this is interesting. I don't want to go for steel wheels on this one, but I do think Avalanche looks pretty cool. I think Mountain Man looks pretty cool. Ridge Climber looks very cool, but I do think Flat 6 is very tuner inspired, and I think suits this car very nicely. So we go for some worn colours. In fact, let's just get rid of the pearlescent as well. Not quite sure what sort of colour would really go for this one, unless it is just sort of like, let's just not go for that sort of typical off-roader look. In fact, I'm going to make this actually kind of shiny looking. There we go. We'll just go for the standard blue because I want to keep the gold on the wheels. There we go. Actually, we'll go for that brighter gold because I think that looks nicer. And then, I mean, this doesn't really suit because this is sort of like off-road / rally. This does actually look a bit more rally than the old wheels did, that's for sure. So actually, we'll keep them at the same size. The width is fine around there. We just want to make sure that this is a little higher at the front, a little higher at the rear. I also went for mud flaps as well to go for that rally look. And I'll just get this sort of like not too crazy, just sort of poked out a little bit. Just sort of bring them out into the arches. That's not too crazy. Not too crazy at all. And here is our rally inspired, or rally off-roader, Paris-Dakar inspired Sultan RS. That's pretty full on, that's pretty crazy. With the full side exhaust, with the flames. I have not driven this car in a while. So it's actually quite nice just to check out the Sultan RS again. But I want more random. This is actually quite predictable. This is surprisingly predictable for the random vehicle button. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay, menus, customs. Let's just get straight in here. These sort of vehicles are the ones that excite me the most. So let's just go straight away for paints, paint color, worn. What have we got here? Oh, is this based on livery? I think it is. Oh, that's a shame, actually. But we can choose to have the roof rack on or off. I'm going to keep that on. And we can also have toolboxes on the inside. We'll add those. But the livery is all we can do. We can't really pick anything else. So I'm just going to make this an old postal van. And let's just go for wheels, off-road, and I'm thinking some form of steely for this one. So let's just go police issue. I think that's pretty solid. Mind you, do we really want deep dish? I think the concave steely or the heavy duty steely might work better for this one. Yeah, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do them in black. There we go. Or maybe like a matching grey anthracite black, maybe? That's sort of similar to the grey we got on the paint. But this time, I'm going to go to tyres. I'm going to go to tyre width, and then I'm going to go to tyre size. I want this to be really filling the arches up. What have we got here? That's just a little big. But we are going to jack this up. So I'm going to do that. And that means rear height. We're going to have to pump that up quite a... Oh, hello. We're going to have to pump... Oh, hello. We're going to have to pump front height up quite a lot as well. Get that track width out. That track width... Actually, these will still look very thin. Let's get those very big. There we go. Which now has made these very deep dish. And we'll put that a little bit less on the front. But there we go. There's that one jacked up with off-road wheels. We could actually add some dirt, though. So let's just crank up the dirt so it actually looks a bit more off-roady. And there we go. There's a converted van. As if it's like an old postal van turned battle car camper van style thing. Jacked up. Off-road wheels. Yeah, I think this is actually a pretty solid build. Not much added to this one. It's a shame we couldn't change the colour and get rid of the logos, but, you know, whatever. That's a small price to pay for the awesomeness of a jacked up off-road van. Okay, random vehicle. What have you got for us next? It's a helicopter. We can't do anything with that one. And actually, I don't know how to fly this in keyboard mode, so I'm just going to go for random vehicle again. And what is it? Oh, it's... Oh, that was painful. Oof, that was very painful. Oh, where's he going? How has that not cut that tree down by now? Well, this one's pretty simple, I guess. How do these wheels look? Actually, pretty solid. There we go, Dukes. We'll get this wheel colour in red this time. There we go, that's a bit more hot rod, look at that. And then we'll go for black on this one to go with the flames. And there you go, that one's a pretty solid one. Not much to it. Right, random vehicle again, what are we going to get? Death. Death is what we're going to get, apparently. Okay, let's try that again without the dying. Oh, it's the White Snow Patrol truck, which I don't think this has mod kits, and I'm kind of scared to touch this one because I cannot be dealing with GTA 5 booting up yet again. Let's skip that one. This one's already an off-roader. We've already done an off-roader. Ah, we've already done a Sentinel. We need more variety. This random vehicle thing is actually not panning out because we seem to be just getting mostly... What is with this? I tell you what, these are all great vehicles that would look great with these wheels on, but I want something different. Especially this one, actually. This one would have been a way better option than that past van we did. This is already a jacked up off-roader minivan van. Oh, God, and again, and again, and... Is this... Oh, okay, here we go. A supercar. Right, okay, how's this going to look? Here we are, we'll park up on here like it's some sort of F-spot video, how about that? So, let's just first of all get rid of that pearlescent. Or should we keep the pearlescent and change the colour? How about ultra blue with a pink pearlescent to it. I don't know, I'm just trying to think of something crazy since this is a supercar. Primary coloured trim on the front bumper, that looks solid. Roof scoop, why not if we're going for an off-road look? So, how ridiculous is this going to look? Very is the answer. But we can go for the rugged snowflakes because these look like expensive wheels. Oh man, this is stupid. Dirt level, crank that up. Tyre size, or tyre width, crank that up. Tyre size, I don't think we can really fit much bigger in the arches than we already had, so we'll keep it around there. Rear height, that's got to go up. Front height, that's going to go up. I'm not going to make the arch gap too big because I think it might just get a little ridiculous. But there we go. There's that. Maybe poke that out just a smidge more. And there's this. This is stupid. It does definitely transform how cars look, though. I'll give it that. But this is a little bit too far. Trying to go for the sort of glamorous on the paint and then sort of making it dirty with these sort of wheels doesn't really go. You've got to go for the full look. You've got to go menus, customs. Let's just go for paints, primary, matte, and then foliage green. And now this looks a bit more fitting. Now, there we go. That suits it a lot better, even with the wheels glitching out because we've definitely raised this quite high. Yeah, I think that works. I quite like it, I'll be honest. I think all these supercars, you just sort of like give them like a matte green, dirt, and off-road wheels, and I think they work. Okay, random vehicle, please bless us with something that is not another off-road car. Do you know what? We'll just do it. I have a feeling... Oh, actually, this does have a mod kit, 'cause this does actually have parts. I forgot that this thing even existed. Oh, yes, okay. Right, no, this is actually a great idea. Okay, I'm going to go for the straight exit exhausts. I want to go for the chrome V8. Yes, let's just keep this full-on rat look. We'll go for the grille with fixed bars. We'll remove the hood. We will remove the fenders. We'll tidy up the back end because we don't need all the scrap. We will try and make this look somewhat presentable. There we go. A chopped truck bed. That'll work. And now, wheels. These wheels are definitely interesting. Let's go to off-road. Chrome wheels. Oh, that really brings it into the modern age. Wow. Okay. So I think... the lightweight Steely or the police issue Steely is going to work. All the Dukes will work very nicely with this one as well. But I do like these new Steely designs. I want to use them more. So let's just go for that. But we'll make the wheels red. Yes, there we go. Red wheels with these old American cars. Mwah. Love it. Don't know what happens if we change the colors here. Ooh, no, still works. Ooh. Red is actually clashing with those red wheels. But this olive green with the red wheels, I always go for this green, but I like it. It's good. And we make the wheels wider, of course. Make the wheels bigger. Why not? We've got the space. Let's see what happens if we make these wheels really oddly big. And we use track width. And I guess on the rear, we don't really need to do that much. They do actually look very thin now that we've made them bigger. There you go. These are very, very big wheels. This looks kind of goofy now. This looks like some sort of like Hot Wheels truck or something. So on the rear, we don't really need to poke that out too much. On the front track width, we'll definitely bring that out just a little bit. But nothing too crazy, just about there. And on the lowering, well, I guess, well, it's already pretty low. We can make this sort of like a slammed version instead. Although I think the exhausts might have to change. Yeah, the exhausts are going to have to change for this one. But we can get that right down, right there. And so we'll have the exhaust sticking up. So it all matches. And here is this... Oh! Okay. Oh, no. This is too big. No. This hasn't worked out. Do you know what? Let's just... Okay. Let's just appreciate it in its form without it moving. Because, yeah, I think science has gone too far on this one. The game's engine has failed me, I guess. Okay. One last build. Let's go. Random and... Oh, it's a plane. Again? Oh. 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 It's this one with the weird tires that aren't tires. Okay. I forgot this existed. This has a lot of tuning parts. I can't remember any of them. But it does have... Oh, it's one of these things. Oh, okay. Actually, these tyres might suit it. Yeah. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do one of these builds because, well, we haven't done one of these in a very, very long time. Shaka-tan exhausts? I mean, what does it matter? This is just going to be absolutely ridiculous. Oh, okay. I forgot about all this. What on earth is this? This is just ridiculous. I think we'll keep this as a sort of like not a crazy version of this car because that is a bit mental. And for the wheels, I mean, this is already a great improvement. I think the lightweight Steely or the Dukes. I think the Dukes for this one. Let's just get this thing dirty. And I guess the paint color, something strange. It's so easy to want to go for these olive drabs and foliage greens. So let's actually just keep this black. Let's just make this nice and dark. But the wheels, I reckon gold. But it's going to be a dirty gold, so you're not really going to see it much. Beast Dancer, I mean, the wheels are already a nice width. We'll just make them a smidge bigger. We'll jack up a little bit of height on the rear. Little bit of height on the front, just to make this properly jacked and crazy. Actually, we'll actually put this nose down. Just so that we have a use for that bit on the front. And there we go. I forgot this thing existed, but there we are. There's that car built. What a crazy car this is. Perfect for scooping up people. Well, there we go. The off-road wheels in GTA 5. A bunch of off-road designs. This has been an interesting video. Trying to go for random, trying to let fate decide. Which one was your favourite? Let me know in the comment section below. If you have watched the entirety of this video, you can say Bean Machine in the comment section below. That's Bean Machine in the comment section below if you have watched the whole video. But that is going to be it. I still have the new street category to check out, which we'll be checking out very soon. But for now, my throat is toast, so I'm going to have a bit of a rest of my throat, and I'll see you guys very soon. Goodbye.